everyone, and welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at a viewer-submitted game, a Terran versus Zerg match on the map Royal Blood. Normally, before I do these intros here, normally when I have a viewer game here, one person is the hero. One person submits the game versus undoubtedly somebody that's being trashy or putting up antics. But today's match is actually between two viewers. The Terran here in the upper right, he's been shown before. It is WebTech. And the Zerg opponent in the bottom left down here, also been shown multiple times on the channel. It is none other than Dunk Achino. These two met on the ladder. This is a true ladder game. I have been told this was not a custom game between these two. They just happened to meet on the ladder. Let's see what you've been typing. Look who it is. Sup, bro? GLHF, of course. WebTech complaining about some game qualities. We've all been there. 3.1 MMR roughly. I want to say Dunk has been routinely a little bit higher, but we all have those days. We all get there. We all know that feeling. So we'll just have to see what is in store today. Go ahead, place your bets. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you may pick a viewer to root for, to rally behind, but do keep it to yourself. I don't want anyone's feelings to get hurt, of course. WebTech traditionally versus Zerg, usually a mech Terran. He's been experimenting more with some bio style, some bio play, as he makes his way into Diamond League. Dunk has shown a variety of play. I know he quite likes the aggressive Roach Ravager timings, but he's also not too afraid to get into that heavy macro Ling Bane style. Not yet this game. It seems we're going for a very quick Roach Warren. Was it scouted? Ooh, it was not yet. Reaper, get the Reaper. Oh my god, it's tense. You gotta look, don't go for the drones. The Reaper is a cameraman at this point. You don't care about trying to kill a drone. You care about gathering information. You're like, what information, Indigos? I don't know, maybe the Roach Warren that's finishing before the 3-minute mark here. Now, of course, you have to look at both sides of the coin. Great job to Dunk for keeping the Reaper away, zoning away with the Zerglings, keeping that building hidden. It was a team effort. The Lings just, they waltz right on by, going for those stairs. The Reaper's gonna head home, apparently. However, 9 roaches. Oh my gosh. Oh, a beautiful scan actually. Gonna see those roaches come out, and the WebTech Terran immediately switching the factory over. That's good. You want to have something that, this is, no. Dude, do not try. There is no way you can finish these off and get repairs started before the roaches get you. The roaches, they're practically already here. The Zerglings are here. They're going to start chewing. This is the strength of this roach timing, because the Terran is not expecting this. The Terran just wants to macro up, get the production going. One depot's going to finish, but SCVs are now being picked off, which means these depots are not going to complete. Oh, Siege tank. The siege tank should not come down to the low ground here. This is a bit too scary. Repair that depot. The depot's gonna break the roaches, making their way into the natural base. The Marine Reaper fighting for dear life here. The siege tank putting in some heavy lifting though. Oh, the roaches, they're inching towards it. The SCVs have all been eradicated. But the push is going to be held, actually. That siege tank with 10 kills. To the tune of 13 SCVs lost, though. I don't know. It's tough to say. How can you really hold that better? I mean, the simplest answer is to know it's coming quicker. You gotta scout, you gotta look for that roach warren instead of trying to go for the drones. But in the situation you don't know it's coming, you don't find it quick enough, it's tough. You feel like you gotta pull the SCVs, but you're gonna lose the SCVs then. Siege tank, of course, totally fine because it was just roaches. If there were Ravagers in play too, I don't know. Maybe a Cyclone would be a better pick than a siege tank, even though it does have less potential, less versus armored damage. At least you can keep it alive versus the Ravager Biles. This Reaper actually has not been lost. This is the same Reaper. Actually, credit to WebTech, they're only losing SCVs in that attack. He goes for the drone, he gets the drone. This Reaper with 5 kills. Banshee coming up behind this. I mean, you're down in a lot of workers. I'm actually wondering to myself, was the play to go for a quick 3rd CC instead of the Banshee? It's tough to make that call in the thick of it, of course, because you're feeling like, oh gosh, I just took a bunch of damage. I just lost a billion SCVs, because we're not going to take the time to actually count that. I just lost a billion SCVs. I got to try and get something done. Not the usual pick to try and get damage done, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Oh yes, here we go. Here we go. Just burrow. Oh, wow, the timing on this actually. Dunk wants to take this base as his hatch. This drone, you poor drone, you have no idea what's coming. The drones. Second drone kill on the board. Dramatic. The lack of the 3rd CC. Actually, the lack of the extra production as well. You going for Yamato? Get out of here with your battle cruisers and your Yamato cannons. Okay. Production timing's fine if you're going mech. If you're going mech and you're adding on... That is 2 CCs, my friend. Like, 1 a couple minutes ago is what I would have recommended, but 2 now? WebTech. Let's see how these Banshees do. They do have cloak. They cloak immediately. Spore Crawler already been made though. Dunk very well prepared with that Spore Crawler timing. The Queen angry. She's pursuing. She's standing her ground though. She's gonna stand it till the end. Getting a scout off on all of these buildings. Banelings being morphed in. Queens being pulled from all over the place. There was only 6 queens total. There's a quick infestation pit too, my Zerg compadre here. Going for a quick hive, maybe? I do like the Hydra Den. Lingbane Hydra, of course, one of my favorite compositions to play as Zerg. Now here's one of the issues we have. You just spent all that time microing those Banshees, losing one of them. That would have been the time to have landed the 3rd CC, which should have already been done. Double. Wow. Terrans. God bless Terrans and their greed. Do you all just behave this way? Is this just how you guys act? God, you raised in a barn. It's like, well, I didn't make my 3rd CC earlier. Let me just go ahead and make 2 now. Oh, that was changing the rally points. But this command center was on the control group, so he's just floating over here. The Banshee trying to get some damage done, but Banshee, of course, not a viable counter. 2 queens. Good job, queens. Siege tanks. At least we got them on a control group. This command center, realizing that it's just merely doing the job of a glorified observer over those minerals, is now going to go over to its designated location. 3rd base planetary. There's a lot of firepower here. 5 siege tanks. a mule, some planetaries, a lot of heavy hitters. Even the battle crews are gonna jump in over here. Yeah, this one I think should have been an orbital. This one, definitely planetary. 100%. Let's see, how's the rest of the build doing? We're adding on additional starports. We've got 2 factories, double armory, double idle armory. We got +1 weapons. There's the armory production, okay. What is the plan here, though? With these extra starports, what are you doing? And another command center. Maybe you should fill one of these mineral fields up before you start slapping down extra command centers. I'm worried about your production at this point, Terran. Focused more on battle cruisers and starports. This Zerg is prepping for an attack. Hydras, Bane, Spire being made. Gonna jump out, gonna save the cruiser. Lings on the other side. Dunkachino not an all-army hotkey addict. Gonna be able to split those units up and deal with the Terran forces appropriately behind this production. Still battle cruisers. God bless. You guys know how I feel about battle cruisers. The changeling. He's not going to be found out. If Dunk didn't know about the cruiser production, he sure knows now. Seeing Lings go out on the... just lift the base, that's fair. We don't have any defenses. This one's going to be canceled, though. One of the prices of building on location means you're much more vulnerable to these. And all of the army units were clustered around the 3rd base, which means the 3rd is... oh no, that's a lot of Lings. They're in the main and the natural Dunk, splitting up the Lings. Chaos and havoc erupt in the Terran's lines. The battlecruisers will definitely be able to clean all of this up, but at what cost? And this group just waiting outside. None of the Lings are going to get out. Hellbat's holding the wall. Dunk, not sure what that was about, pulling all those Lings into the Hellbats, but here we are. The battlecruiser testing its armor, testing its durability. Banelings trying to roll in and into 5 siege tanks, though. That's it's very one-sided. Alright, Dunk, this attack is starting to be a little bit more of a panic, anarchy, and chaos move. We'll be able to cancel this CC again, though. That's a nice play. Just focus on denying bases. And you as the Terran, WebTech, what you need to be doing is spreading out your forces a little bit, trying to secure the bases. One at a time. If you're playing a mech build, a battlecruiser mech build specifically, you have to go for slow, steady growth, careful movements. Barbecue time. Jeez. The Hellbats are a nice addition, definitely. I like that. I like the addition of the Hellbats. Blue Flame Hellbats absolutely roasting the light-tagged Zerglings. Potentially the Hydras as well. Yamato cost him a cruiser. I don't blame him, though. You're trying to get the hatch. You're trying to get any damage done. You know the battle cruisers are not going to win the game. You know they're going to have to get out eventually. Army supply is actually relatively even right now. Zerg's been trading away a lot of their units. And granted, Ling Bane, not very supply heavy versus things like roaches. Starting to add in some higher heavy hitters, though. Ultralisks making an appearance. I would not be moving out right now. Oh, this is a good setup. Oh, right into the siege line. Ling's going to be evaporated. Bane Lings connecting with Hellbats. They are going to clean out most of the Hellbats. Replacements. Adding on additional factories at this point, but now you're starved for gas. Too long on the limited gas income here. That hurts. The focus needs to be on economic security. You got to be able to take these geysers, you got to get your gases, get your bases set up, and then focus on the production. Mech is a lot slower of a playstyle. You have to know that. You have to understand that. Say, alright, I want to play the BC mech style. I got to sit back, and I got to take these hits. I got to let the Zerg just wash into me like a tide. Let him throw his own bugs away. Set up your tanks, set up your widow mines, have your BCs moving around. You can do damage with the BCs, of course. Jumping around, flying. But corruptors are on the way too. And that is one of the concerns. Dunk has been dealing with the ground mech quite well, despite there being 8 siege tanks on the field. Most of them are clustered right here, though. Why are you making Thors? Well, Thors are good. I know Thors are actually just plain great, especially versus Zerg. Thors make Zerg uncomfortable to effectively deal with a mass Thor army. Oh, don't get you, Timmy. Timmy was late to the battle. Gotta get him home. Timmy, making it home safe. In time for supper. That's good. Production-wise, again, just not enough gas, I feel. Gonna be able to make this into a planetary. Needs to have some siege tanks already over here to defend it, though. The Banes are going to be cleaned up. The Ultra angrily taking out the refinery. Wow, that's a scout. Command Center sees the Baneling horde here. 1 siege tank, unfortunately, not going to be enough. Dunk just takes out the planetary. He's got the minerals to replace the command centers, but unfortunately that's at the SCVs too. 78 SCVs have been lost. And Dunk just has no intention of stopping. He's at a drone count of 89 over here, macroing away. This hatch is still alive too. At this point, the Zerg just has to keep denying bases. You just keep denying bases, you're squeezing the Terran from both sides until one of 2 things happens. Either you have decimated their economy so much that you can just roll into their army, or the Terran gets so frustrated and angry that they move across the map. At which point then you say, well, I sure hope I can deal with the army now, because it's on my doorstep. This is a lot of Terran though. 8 siege tanks, 6 cruisers, corruptor count at 18. They can definitely handle the cruisers unless they go in one by one, piecemeal. Webtech gonna be able to get rid of the hatch and teleports away. What? Where are you going? You just left. He just left the ground army. What? What was that? I'm sorry, what on... Yeah, the cruisers were injured, sure, but... Even if you didn't fight the Hydras, even if all you did was protect the siege tanks from the Zerglings, it would have been enough. The siege tanks can handle the Hydras, sure, the Corruptors weren't there, though. If the Corruptors were there, then I could see warping out, trying to get away. 3 Thors definitely can counter Corruptors. The question is, will they do it before the battlecruisers are dead? I do not think so. The battlecruisers are being wiped off the face of the map. Absolutely trade them out. Dunkachino, looking to be wholeheartedly in control of the game. Economy has been limited. SCV count down to 37 bases. It's a struggle. It's a real struggle. Nonetheless, a good game between you two. I'm entertained. I'm enjoying myself. All 100 of you try and eat that Widow Mine at the same time. Pre-cancels the base. You have got to make these bases in your own base, my friend. I do not see any way that Webtech can wriggle out of this. There's just not enough money. Oh my god. 79 Banelings. There are no words. There's just 79 Banelings. That's all there is to it. Even this Widow Mine, in all of its glory, isn't even going to hit the Banelings. Oh yeah, raise those depots. That's gonna stop it. The banelings roll in, they connect with the orbital command, they connect with the Thors. I can't be asked anymore. GG. Well played to both of you, in truth. That was a good game. Very entertaining match. Well earned. GG to Dunkachino, looking to be strong, in control of the match, denying bases really from the start. That roach push set the Terran on the back foot, and then from there it was just deny bases, a slow, steady push. WebTech, you gotta slow it down. You gotta play more defensive if you're gonna go with this mech style, and you take damage early on. You gotta recognize, okay, I'm only on 3 bases. I cannot afford the 7 factories I need. Let's build a CC in the natural, in the main base, and then float it over with some tank support, with some Widow Mines. The BCs can absolutely move around, get some damage done, but you gotta secure that money. Gotta have that steady income. Either way, very good game, very entertaining. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope you have a great day.